How goes it, everyone? I am the world famous Fat Kid, and today we are doing picks for week 15. And we're not optimistic. We'll put it like that. After 6 and 9, I got to do better. Okay? I 2 losing records this week or this year. I got to do better. All right? No more losing. No. Except for this first game. Tonight's Thursday night football game, Chargers Raiders in Vegas. No Herbert for the Chargers. Possibly no Jacobs for the Raiders. Both teams have been struggling. This is essentially to get out of the basement and stand alone in third place of the AFC West. Yeah, I know, big accomplishment. I get it, but I'm going with the Raiders. I'm not confident whatsoever. Okay, then we're going to move on to our early Saturday? Yeah, because college football's done. So now we get NFL on Saturday. So the early Saturday game, Minnesota Vikings, Cincinnati Bengals. Vikings are... We're just going to stop there. I picked the Bengals. They're playing at home. They put up a pretty good beating on the Colts last week. Browning's playing pretty well. Going Bengals. Next we got Pittsburgh Steelers, Indianapolis Colts. I got the Steelers. Right. Pew. Kind of shot themselves in the foot against the Patriots. I don't see them doing that again against the Colts. Plus the Colts, who knows what they're doing. So next we're going to move on to the Denver Broncos and the Detroit Lions. Broncos, pretty big win against a division rival. They're looking all right. Detroit lost to their division rival. Denver's on a surge. Detroit's kind of up and down. Don't know which way they're going. I think Detroit gets the win. It's going to be a competitive game. I'll say probably 6 points. Yeah, 6 points. Detroit's going to win by 6. Okay, then we got our Sunday slate, and we're going to start off with the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Falcons have a shot at the division, and this is the week that they have to win this to stay relevant. But in my recap, I said the Panthers were going to win at least one more game this year. I think this is it. So again, I am going out on a limb, and I am picking the Panthers to win. They're not a good football team, but neither are the Falcons. Carolina's playing at home. They have nothing to play for other than spoiler. I think the Panthers are going to do it. Next, Chicago Bears, Cleveland Browns. Cleveland's lost a lot of players over the last couple weeks on their defense. They've lost a lot of players on their offense all year, and somehow they're still fighting for a playoff spot. Chicago played very well against the Lions last week. I think the Bears win only because the injuries are going to get to a point where the Browns cannot overcome them. So it starts this week. Bears win. Next, we got the Battle of the Bays. Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Green Bay Packers. Packers losing to the Giants. And Tampa Bay beating the Falcons. So Bucs are coming in with a little bit of momentum. They're playing for their division. Green Bay's playing for a wild card spot. And if they get caught like they did last week, they didn't play that well. And they took the lead late, but that defense just kind of left a wide receiver wide open to get into field goal range for the Giants. So I'm going to go with the Bucs. I think they're playing for more. They're playing better. It's theirs to lose, is what I'm saying. Next, we got AFC East, the New Jersey Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Jets looked really good against the Texans. Held Stroud down the entire game. Stroud went out with an injury late in the game, concussion. But the Jets kind of had that game in hand by that point. Miami coming off of kind of a heartbreaker loss against the Titans on Monday Night Football. I don't know. I really don't. What happened? I probably should have looked this up. What happened when they played? Oh, was it the Black Friday game? Yeah, it was the Black Friday game, and Miami ended up winning. I think Miami sweeps the Jets. They're going to beat them both games. Miami wins this week. They're at home. They gotta bounce back. They gotta say, no, that's not us. We're better than what we showed. Whatever. Miami wins. Next, New Jersey Giants going up against the New Orleans Saints. They're riding high with DeVito. Saints are still in their divisional race. I'm going with the Saints. I probably shouldn't because they've disappointed me all season. But I'm going to go with the Saints. Next, AFC South matchup. Houston Texans, Tennessee Titans. This comes with a caveat. Stroud is in concussion protocol right now. If he is able to go, Houston wins. If he does not go, Tennessee wins. Now, I can't exactly go off of that and, see, I was right. I mean, I can do that, but it won't count for the record. So I am going to go into this assuming Stroud will not make the game and he will not play due to concussion. So I am going to pick the Tennessee Titans. That could bite me in the ass. I don't know. So we're going to move on to the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. Patriots got a much-needed win against the Steelers. Granted, it was nothing the Patriots did wrong. It was just they were benefactors of a lousy call and some shaky play calling late in the game by the Steelers. They got the win. That's what matters. Chiefs coming off of a close loss against the Buffalo Bills. And before that, a bad non-call against the Packers. They're on a losing streak? Yeah, the Chiefs have struggled all season. struggled. Sorry. The offense is not where it should be, but they were still winning games. Now it's catching up to them. Like I said it was going to. Granted, it's only a 2-game skid, but they're 8-5 at this point in the season. It's kind of bad for the Chiefs. It's not the same Chiefs that you guys are used to seeing, just running up and down and hooting and hollering and scoring 97 points. But with that being said, they're going up against the Patriots. This should not even be a game. It should be a blowout. Chiefs should win this handily. Okay, moving on. Afternoon games on Sunday. We're going to start off with the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals, NFC West. I don't see the Cardinals actually doing anything. I mean, their last game, they beat Pittsburgh. And then they were on a bye last week. But San Francisco is just kind of, they're rolling right now. I gotta go with the Niners. I will not apologize for that. Next, we got the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Rams. Rams losing in overtime against the Ravens. They went toe-to-toe with the Ravens, which is impressive that they were able to score 31 points on that defense. But their defense couldn't stop a running back at quarterback. So I don't know. Washington's been in a bit of a free fall. They got easily handled by the Dolphins the last time they actually played. They were on a bye week last week. I see it going a similar direction against the Rams, so I'm picking LA to win against the Commanders. Moving on to the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Both coming off of wins. Both coming off of wins against rivals. Only Dallas coming off of a division rival win where they looked dominant in that game. Buffalo's been struggling all season. I don't want to say a fluke win against the Chiefs. Will not change anything. It wasn't a fluke necessarily, but I'm going with Dallas. Buffalo's been struggling. I don't know if the weather's going to be a factor, but Dallas is the better team than Buffalo. Then we go Sunday Night Football, Baltimore Ravens, Jacksonville Jaguars. This could have been a big game, but Christian Kirk's out for the Jags. Lawrence is still hurt for the Jags. ETN, questionable for the Jags. The offensive firepower is not there for Jacksonville. Baltimore, their offense is not great, but their defense is top 3 in the league. I believe they're number 2 overall. There's no need to try to talk myself out of it. Baltimore, I'm picking Baltimore. Baltimore with the win. Okay? It could have been a much better game in my eyes if everybody were healthy. I'll just say that. Okay? Then we move on to Monday Night Football. Philadelphia Eagles going up against the Seattle Seahawks. Both teams coming off of losses. Both losing to division rivals. One looked worse than the other. Philly. But I still see Philly as the better team than the Seahawks. They're still one of the best teams in the NFL right now. I believe it's just Philly and Dallas as 10-win teams, right? That's it. Give me the... Oh, Niners. Okay. So, yeah. And Ravens. Okay. So there's 4 teams. Yeah. I think Philly's going to get this game. They're going to come back. They're going to show everybody Dallas is a good team. It's a division game. That's not who we are. And they're going to come out and they're going to beat the Seahawks. That's my prediction. So, right here, we're going back to it. There's my picks, right? Oh, wrong side. Right here. Right here. This is where they are. Here, I'll give you a... There, you can screenshot it so that you can follow along at home. There's my picks. Right? Straightforward. Fairly simple. But with that being said, we're done with this week. Check back next week when we do the recap. See how I did. Follow along with my analysis because I'm still going to be busy from work. But until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful day. Until the next time, it is what it is. See you.